Hey, I'm Josh Dewhurst, and I'm ranked 15th nationally in the 1650 freestyle.
Josh Dewhurst, one of our star swimmers, of course.
Josh Dewhurst, a name many people at Paso Robles High School are familiar with. He's the guy who's broken school records left and right, and came out of nowhere from the heart of the desert on the border of Arizona.
I guess it's kind of affected my swimming just because the competition in California is so much better than the competition in Arizona. But overall, I feel like it's a positive thing because I just have so many more opportunities to be seen here and so many more opportunities to get scholarships, go to college, and just be seen by more coaches and more people and kind of have a bigger impact.
Josh has set his long-term goals. We've sat down and done that. So his first goal is to make it to the junior national level. He's getting fairly close to that. The next level after that would be senior nationals and Olympic trials. And he would of course he has a lifelong dream to be on the Olympic team.
My ultimate goal is to go to the Olympics. That would be phenomenal, and that's my biggest dream that I've had.
Understandably, with such a big goal, Josh spends a great deal of time in the pool. But exactly how much might surprise you.
We spend, anywhere from 6 to 12 practices a week, depending on what time of year it is, and most of those practices are going to be 2 hours or more. We spend a lot of time in the weight room, and we travel all over the state and sometimes out of the state for competition, so it is a big commitment.
And Josh has willingly accepted this huge commitment to become a master of the sport. His endurance is phenomenal, his work ethic is outstanding, and he keeps on coming because the drive to keep getting better is always in his head.
Josh puts out an amazing effort anytime that he is in the pool. And he, as we talked about before, he is very meticulous in his details. So he is always doing his turns perfectly. He is always paying attention to his stroke technique. When we do race pace activities, he is going as fast as he possibly can whenever he is asked to. He doesn't skip any of the workout. He's not getting out early. He is putting himself through the paces every moment that he is here.
With this level of dedication and finesse, you are unable to find anybody in our area who can beat Josh. What he puts in is really what he gets out.
I mean, the other day in that meet against Rigetti, in all of his events, he had people right next to him until about the last 15% of the race, and then he just goes by everybody. He has the ability to do that.
So Josh is the superstar. He is undoubtedly our biggest asset and one of the finest swimmers our program has seen in many years. But is he out of touch from the rest of the team? Absolutely not.
Sometimes it's hard to be a team leader when you're only a sophomore, but it's obvious the kids already look up to him.
He is very team-oriented as far as the spirit goes. He will be down cheering at the lane for everybody, and not just the fast swimmers. I see him cheering for the JV swimmers as well. One of the reasons that people like Josh or aspire to him because he does motivate all levels of the swim team. Josh is pretty enthusiastic with everything he does. His personality is larger than life. When he walks in the room, you know that he is there.
It's left?
Left.
Oh, okay. Now it's illegal, Gavin. Ready? Okay, we're gonna go 1, 2, there you go.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Too much. It couldn't handle my sexiness. That's why.
Absolutely.
I look like such a jackass in this. So last year in about July, my mom was misdiagnosed for cancer, and she came back in October and actually sat me down with the final diagnosis, and she told me that she had stage 3, I think, breast cancer. And that was really scary for me because we always hear the word cancer and we think like, whoa, like it's this big ominous thing, and it was kind of hard having it hit somebody so close to me and my family, especially because none of my older family members have ever had cancer before. It was just my mom who got struck with it, and it was just like such a scary moment in my life, especially after moving here and not having the support that I had back home. And it was so weird hearing that cancer word, like, oh, my mom has cancer, and I was almost embarrassed to say it because it was kind of like this weak thing, and it definitely weighed me down. I definitely had like the threat of cancer looming over my head because she was going through chemo, she lost all her hair, she was sleeping all the time, she was weak, she just did not feel good, and that was just such a weird thing to have. Things are going to happen to you in your life, whether they be good things, whether they be bad things. You're going to go through points in your life when you're on a super big high, but you're also going to be at points when you're at a super big low. And just don't worry about that. What I like to do, especially when I'm at a really low, is think about my long-term goals and how I'm going to get there.
And once you have really decided what you want, then you sit down and put your mind and your body towards those goals. And everything, all the little obstacles that can come up are easily dismissed because you just refer, what do I want? Why am I here? And what am I doing?
So it's just like life goes on, and keep striving towards your goals because you can never be too hungry.